There hasn't been a new asset class since the bond market in 1693. Well, now there's a new asset class, and it's the digital asset space. The question is, are you participating? Hey, what's going on, guys? It's the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. So yeah, I did an XRP Ripple drive time news this morning on my phone in the car. And for some reason, it didn't go through. It didn't work. Don't know what happened, guys. So I'm going to kind of go over a couple of things that I covered in the drive time video. So listen, guys, this is your XRP Ripple daily news in 0 to 10 minutes. Let's do it. Ripple's, this is from Cointelegraph. Ripple's $1 billion head of XRP's markets quietly leaves job. Of course, we're talking about, with no formal announcement, former CME executive Miguel Diaz has quietly left his role as head of XRP markets for Ripple Labs. Yeah, so I remember I watched a Crypto Eddie's video this morning. That was as I was driving to my appointment, and she did point out something that was, was interesting, and it made a lot of sense, and that the kind of the people kind of hide in and around why Miguel Diaz was still there was that the titles were kind of conflicting, right? Whether it be Catherine Coley or whether it be the brilliant Brianne Madigan, it seems like there were conflicts in the titles with those hires, although Catherine Coley has subsequently left and gone on to Binance US to head that as CEO. So in any case, so it kind of makes sense in a lot of ways that Miguel would move on to other things. Being 3+ years with Ripple, I think this kind of says the job is done, or you know what I mean? I really feel like that. And so, yeah, he's on to more, more things, and hopefully, exciting things, hopefully, for him as well. I'm a little disappointed. I never did get a chance to meet him. I would have loved to have met him and talked with him for a bit. Sharp, really, really sharp guy. And I think he did an outstanding job of intelligently articulating all things XRP liquidity. I really do. So Ripple looks to have lost his second executive of 2020 after head of XRP markets, Miguel Diaz, updated his LinkedIn status to signal the end of his tenure with the company. Diaz joined Ripple in late 2016 after a 5-year role as CME's group's global head of precious metals options. In his 3.5 years at Ripple, Diaz was in charge of devising a partnership strategy for XRapid and oversaw XRP sales exceeding $1 billion in value. So, head of markets, ahead of XRP markets, Ripple full-time, identifying heads. And that's just when he, it says November 16th to April of 2020. So 3 years, 6 months. That is what it's saying here in terms of his bio. Yeah, April 2020. So Miguel Diaz LinkedIn status shows the end of his 3.5-year tenure at Ripple. So this is what's currently on LinkedIn. Interesting. November 2016 to April 2020. All right, so the sudden end of his employment at Ripple was not announced formally by the company, and Diaz did not respond to Cointelegraph's request for comment. Rumors concerning Diaz's departure from Ripple have been floating around XRP message boards since the summer of 2018. Yep, sure have. Ironically, the last message Diaz ever posted to his Twitter profile is from November 14th of 2019, where he informed followers that he was still at Ripple and didn't plan on leaving, right? Didn't plan to leave. Here's the tweet. It says, still at Ripple, guys. No plans to go anywhere else. Too much work to do. That was in November. So for me, this says a lot about, the job is done, right? According to his LinkedIn profile, Diaz was at the helm of XRP markets for one of the most fruitful periods in the coin's history. A little over 12 months after joining, XRP struck an all-time high of $3.84 in January of 2018. Quarterly XRP sales increased through much of 2018 and 2019. However, Q4 of 2019 saw an 80% drop off from sales in the previous quarter because that's what the people from Ripple decided to do. It certainly was not because there wasn't a demand for it. So executive turnaround at Ripple. Some older web documents still refer to Diaz's former job title at the company, head of Ripple Markets. The terminology changed beginning in 2018 as regulatory concerns saw Ripple, the company, attempt to separate itself from XRP, the coin. Numerous Ripple executives left the company during that time period, including Corey Johnson, Dan Morgan, and Catherine Coley, who, like I mentioned, is currently the CEO at Binance US. Internet chatter speculated that concerns over XRP's status as a security were the reasons behind the departures. Yeah, I don't think so. However, no clear sign that this was the case has emerged. On January 2nd of 2020, engineer Evan Schwartz announced his departure from Ripple after 6.5 years with the company. The Ripple veteran left the creation of Interledger Protocol, the technology which underpins the XRP blockchain. Recently, Ripple Labs and its CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, filed a lawsuit, yes, they did, against YouTube for its failure to stop a series of repeated XRP giveaway scams. The plaintiff alleged YouTube knowingly aided the scammers and contributed to irreparably harming the image of both Ripple Labs and Brad Garlinghouse. So there it is. So long, Mr. Diaz. I hope that you, again, have continued success in your journey and whatever it is that you choose to do, my friend. Best of luck to you. So another article that I wanted to cover with you guys. This is an interesting, short read, but I think it's very, very interesting. Here it is here. This is from thecurrencyanalysts.com. Just a brief read up, guys. Ripple XRP says does not advertise unreal uses for XRP. It has proven momentum already. This is back in April 3rd of 2020. Interesting article here by Stephen Anderson. Let's go through this real quick. Ripple XRP has been serving as a useful bridge currency, freeing up capital, which would otherwise be tied up in reserves to provide for international transfers. Definitely a fast and efficient bridge between the remittance market. Steve Mnuchin, Secretary of the Treasury, acknowledges having money 3 or 4 months from now does not do anybody any good. Not sure why he's mentioning that. He also stated that the focus now is to deliver money quickly to the American public. Will they be doing it? We will get to know in a week's time. This is going to require a lot of work, effort, and resources, and it will as well cost money for remittances. We need to see how they're doing to handle it. And so he's kind of implying that Mnuchin will be looking to use some of Ripple's technology in, getting payments out to people. So we shall see about that. Difficult thing to do without a novel technology. We need to see how the Fed is going to handle the situation. Brad Garlinghouse tweeted, "Enough is enough. In a time of global crisis, when people are especially vulnerable." Yeah, this article is kind of all over the place here, guys. Now this is talking about Ripple, kind of going after YouTube as well. So some investors opine that they have reported every scam. That kind of is great, perfect. All right, so Randy Zuckerberg, relation to Mr. Zuckerberg himself, American businesswoman, stated, "I think Ripple will be taking off in the next 2 years. The world order will be reshuffled using blockchain technology. And I think Asia will lead the pack." We all remember when she got on Twitter and after having done an interview or so with some people from Ripple and got really, really excited. Maybe it was a podcast or something. But I remember her tweeting, several consecutive tweets about her excitement with Ripple and its technology. So I know everyone was really massively excited about that. So Sydney Efragon, the crypto expert, tweeted, "The confidence in Ripple XRP gets strong when people like Randy Zuckerberg have a positive say. Let us see if XRP will be able to help make the world stable again." Let's see if they'll be able to make that happen. Interesting quote from Sydney. So Ripple XRP will be the Amazon of crypto. Brad Garlinghouse had previously stated that Ripple XRP will be the Amazon of crypto. Some critics state that they are advertising unreal uses for XRP to sell their reserves. Regardless, now we already know from their already existing customer base that Ripple has momentum in terms of remittance services. So interesting article, right? I guess you have to start somewhere to begin to learn how to write some articles. Stephen Anderson, I hope that you continue to hone and improve your skill set. This is the currencyanalytics.com, and the contributing author here was Stephen Anderson. So these are things that we're pretty familiar with. I know when I did the XRP Ripple Drive Time news video today, I talked about something called MOBI, which is Mobile Operational Blockchain Initiatives, a consortium. Now, a lot of major companies in there, vast majority are, what we call them, automobile manufacturing companies like Ford and the likes, I think Renault, but major, you think, major, not only US, but major automobile manufacturing companies. This is consortium. And from what I briefly read on the article, the MOBI wallet has something that I think is interesting, in that it is set up to be in these cars, and these wallets will pay. So individual people with this wallet somehow attached to their card will be able to pay their part in contributing to the reparation or repairing, restoring, and the building of roads as one of the payments this wallet will be able to allow people to do. So think about that. You're in your car, you gotta probably have something. It's gonna be in cards, right? Somehow, an app or whatever, and wallet is gonna be attached to this. And I'm guessing besides the general way of getting money from the state to get the work or this repairs in the roads and construction done, you'll be able to contribute to this wallet. I think it's very, very interesting. But here's the thing. It's going to be micropayments as well, right? Micropayments. That's why Ripple was added to this consortium. Again, it's mobile, operational, I believe, blockchain initiatives, MOBI. MOBI and Ripple was added along with other U.S. automobile, well, now I would say not U.S., but major automobile manufacturing companies. So you see what I'm saying? Ripple, they're in a completely different space. 90% of the people on that consortium were major automobile manufacturing companies, and then Ripple. Why? Because that wallet is going to be in the payment space. It's going to be doing things and taking advantage of payments, and they want the best technology to be able to provide these payments, slant micro payments. Very, very interesting stuff, guys. Very, very interesting. Shout out to Crypto Eddie. She pointed that out early in the video that I watched. I have not had a chance to kind of find that article and go over that, but it's an interesting read. Maybe on the stream that I do today, I will go over it again, guys. Again, Ripple added to the mobile operational blockchain initiative consortium, if you will. Real exciting times. All right, guys, listen, I am going to wrap up this video like I do all of my videos and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.